Hello, Dan Weir here from Day Camp Community, and we're here with a quick tip for you on how to work with kids this summer. We know so much of the relationship between campers and counselors is sacred, and it's also important that we also hold our campers accountable for their behavior. So much of this is about making sure that we can correct the behavior without damaging that connection. That's what we're going to cover for you today in this quick tip. When we talk about it, it really breaks down into five categories, which we're going to walk you through really quickly, but just understanding that the goal of this is to not create shame. When we have shame, that's when kids don't feel like they can come back to you. That's when we feel like the relationship really creates a firm distance as well too. So walking you through these five steps. The first one is that you need to regulate the emotions before you start correcting the behavior. So if a child is acting up, if a child is crying or angry or just displaying emotion in any sense, the goal first is to calm them down. If you're able to calm them down, help them become regulated, then they're going to be much more capable of listening. The second is to remove the threat, right? When campers feel safe, they are going to listen more. They're less likely to become defensive. They are more likely to be in tune with what you're saying and even agree out loud. So, as saying at the beginning, you're not in trouble. I just want to figure out what's going on. We want to figure this out together. That really tells the camper that you're on their side and removes the threat. The next is then correcting the behavior, not the camper. This is key. So much of the campers want to see themselves becoming the staff, or frankly, just have such a close rapport with them that they can't really take the feedback in a critical way. So it's important to separate the behavior from the camper. So referring to it as a choice that didn't work or a method or a way is so much better than saying you didn't listen, you always do this. When we make things bigger than they are, frankly, that doesn't give a child a way to kind of have a path forward. And they need to be able to have a path forward. They need to be able to see their way out of the situation in order for a correction in behavior. And then the truth is we want to keep it short. We want to keep it simple. We want to make it so that they can understand it. If you go into long lectures, frankly, they don't often land well. The kids don't often hear exactly everything you're saying. Sometimes they just hear the tone you're saying. So if you be in a calm voice and just say what your expectations are concisely, makes all the difference. So much of this is reinforcing the positive behavior. So what that means is that uh, just recognizing when they are making better choices. Going back and say, that was a great choice. Thank you for fixing that. Showing little signs of respect, like saying thank you, and I appreciate you giving another try. That makes all the difference. That tells a child that you see them actually changing their behavior. So much of this is the counselor keeping that relationship intact. So we want the camper to feel like that they are being believed. We want the camper to feel like that the counselor has belief in them that they can be successful going forward. And when we can build trust while teaching better choices, that is everything. It's not just about having discipline. The root word of discipline actually means to teach. And so when we talk about that, this is about teaching better choices.